Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. It's a real cold day today, minus 30 degrees Celsius. So it was a real pain to film those images that you're gonna see today. But guess what? Welcome to Quebec, we're used to that. And today we are rolling a vehicle that will help you get through winter with those cold conditions, with snow, because we are testing the new Corolla Matrix. Corolla Matrix?
No, Cross.
Oh, Corolla Cross. This is a brand new version of a Corolla, and it's making me think a lot about that previous Matrix that we had in the past. When you look at it, the styling, the purpose of that car, the all-wheel drive, the ground clearance, which is a lot more improved though on that Corolla Cross. Well, it's another version to that lineup. And how about you talk to me about all the Corolla that exist?
You have a few models of Corolla, Matt. You have the hatchback one, more sporty, more space, and you have the hybrid one,
Yeah.
the base one, and now you have the Corolla Cross here.
And you have the Apex also,
Yeah.
if you like sporty version.
The super sport version.
Yeah, my back still feel the pain. So if you want to see the video that we did with the Corolla Apex, feel free to check in the eye right now. But this Corolla Cross fits between the Toyota CHR. It's a little bit bigger than that, but it's kind of smaller than the RAV4.
And it completes also the demand by the buyers to have an all-wheel drive system on the CHR. And now you have the Corolla Cross that has one.
And it's still a subcompact class, so there's a lot of contenders right now on the market, and this is a segment which is just booming with new vehicle offers. So when you look at the exterior of that Corolla Cross, I kind of love the front end styling. It's kind of muscular, it's kind of more aggressive Toyota style. You've got the contrast of the color with the black. Also, when you look at the side though, the wheels are not really impressive. You can see that they made some bulge on the body, and when you get to the rear though, a little bit of deception there.
Yes, exactly, Matt. It's a bit deceiving at the rear. I think it's not fitting well with the front.
Yeah, and how about those LED lights when you brake? Okay, when you put in reverse, a little square. Usually there's a lot of designer that will do a superb long bar, which is gonna stand out from the regular car. They should have gone this way, but they kind of kept it simple. So still not a bad design. I love also the ground clearance, which is 8.2 inches, except for that rear exhaust system that you can see a lot. Make sure that you don't hit any rocks with that. The interior really identical to a Corolla, a regular one.
Yeah, almost exactly the same with the beautiful stitches here.
Is it a fake one?
Yes, beautiful fake stitches.
Rubber stitches. Ooh, congrats on that Corolla, because it's looking good and you will fool a lot of people with that interior design. Well, everything inside is rock solid. You're gonna see a lot of resemblance with a regular Toyota Corolla. You will have more luggage space though when you get to the back. I still cannot forget that multimedia system, which is looking so ugly, but you know the cool thing about that, as soon as you plug Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, it's a completely different affair. You will see a nice resolution, nice animation. It's going to be fluid and it's going to be less uglier than what we see right now. And when it comes to the quality of the sound system, this is really average. And how about also the cargo space versus the competition, which is just awesome. Otherwise, there is 24 Easter eggs to find inside and outside the car with some Corolla Cross logo. Did you find all of them, James?
No, but when you saw them, you were so happy to tell me, look, James, look!
An Easter egg. So let's do like Terrence and Phillips and search for treasure. Feel free to tell us where you did find those little Easter eggs inside the Toyota Corolla Cross. Comfort up front, really cool. Up in the back, ample space for you and your passenger. That's what we like. Let's talk about the engine though, James.
Yes, it's a 2.0 four-cylinder with 169 horsepower and 150 pound-foot of torque.
And it's mated to something that I don't really like.
A CVT.
Yeah, and you got a fixed gear ratio, which is unique to Toyota. So you won't feel that spongeous acceleration once you're gonna leave from a standstill, or simply when the light turns green, you accelerate, it's instant power. But the next thing you know, this is getting buzzy. When you need the power, when you want some acceleration, the CVT is kind of searching. And yes, you have a manual mode, you've got some simulated gears, but it doesn't replace a regular transmission.
And you kind of know when the CVT comes in, because you have a bit of punch at the beginning. After that, it's just revolution, and it's noisy and noisy. I really don't like it.
And you will have the possibility to use simulated gear, but it's not the real thing. So there's no performance mode in that car, so it's kind of sad. Do not expect it to be easy if you want to get up to highway speed. You can have this car front wheel drive or all-wheel drive for $1,400, and that all-wheel drive will be able to send power to the rear wheels up to 50%. But guess what? It doesn't work side to side, and if you want to accelerate from 0 to 40, you will feel that all-wheel drive power. But as soon as you get to higher speed, this car just feels like a front-wheel drive, one-wheel drive Toyota, as I call them. So it's gonna be okay. Let's say that you're in a big snowbank, you're gonna accelerate and it will do fine. Our diagonal test or roller test did fine with the traction control.
I was really surprised, Matt, with the result of the test, because when we rolled the car on the road, it's not the same thing at all.
No, you don't feel the same thing, and I'm right with you with that thought. As soon as we put this car on a flat surface, it will perform well. The next challenge though, as soon as you will have an incline with some icy situation, if you leave traction control on, it will do fine. But the next thing you know, if you turn traction control off to get that momentum that you need, two wheels will spin, the other will just sleep. So as soon as you will accelerate also up to speed of 50-60 kilometers, sometimes you just want that little kick out of the turns from the back, but with a Toyota you don't feel that. You won't have any surprise because that traction control system and that stability system is so aggressive. That's the signature of Toyota. Nobody will get in the field unless they're a real bad driver with those kind of all-wheel drive system. But still, for those purists, us, it's not one of the best on the market.
Yeah, not the funnier too.
No, but it can get out of those situations on the roller test, on the diagonal test, so we might need to find something a little bit harder for those cars or at higher speed.
Yes, and fun is not the point of this car, no, also, Matt.
No, I know, but you know me. I'm an enthusiast. Let's talk about the fuel consumption.
For the all-wheel drive, it's 8.1 in city and 7.4 on highway, and 7.6 and 7.0 for the front-wheel drive.
It's not too bad, but if you have a heavy foot, this will get really high. So be careful. If you load the car also, and if you're going to tow, you're going to see the number go up. How about towing?
It's 1,500 pounds.
So it's not that bad. And when you compare it to regular Corolla, this is where the Cross will shine. Let's talk about the road handling though. This car is slow. Acceleration, you will need to plan if you want to make your way on the highway, and if you want to pass a truck, think about it because you might need more power. That CVT is real buzzy. Those simulated gears will help you simply slow down the car, but otherwise you won't feel anything performant about that Corolla Cross. It's one of the slowest cars that we tried. There is no fun while driving this car, but still it's comfortable. That suspension is right there on the balance where comfort in the potholes can still be felt, and the capacity to take some turns is not that bad though. So this car is really well balanced. It's comfortable up in front, comfortable in the back, so it's still a great touring car.
Yes, and the only thing I don't like about this car, Matt, you mentioned it, is the noise of the engine. So, yeah.
I annoy myself right now. So how about the minus point? That engine, it's slow. It doesn't react really quickly once you will want to accelerate. That all-wheel drive from 0 to 40 is fine, but not at higher speed. How about that? No fun behind the wheel, but buyers will buy a Corolla for its reliability, and that they will have with the car. The fuel consumption can be a little bit heavy though if you're a heavy foot, and that multimedia screen, we talk about it. On the plus side, the driving position of that car is a real great. You've got also how silent it is once you're going to be rolling and not accelerating though. Otherwise, it's fine. You've got also that incredible reliability of Toyota, and how about the value versus the price that you're going to pay? And there's a ton of security equipment that comes now based with a Toyota Corolla. So expect an hybrid version to come out soon, but still for now, we're going to try to accelerate our way out of this video. So what do we say?
Thumbs up, comment, see the other video, subscribe, and see you another time.
Oh, it was a perfect answer, James. See you another time.
Bye.